Basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one.
And they've got some additional incentive today. The season series is knotted up at 1 apiece, this being the deciding game. And Clark. What do you think's going to go down?
Well, I tell you what, Greg, regardless of the
and the starting group for the Spurs. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the 5 down low. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
It's really a bit of a heartbreaker, Kevin, when you lose games in comeback fashion. No lead is safe. That's the message they need to take with them from this one.
And you know what? That game's going to hurt as it should, but you can also use that as a learning experience, and then it doesn't necessarily hurt you if you can learn from it and improve next time out.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step, not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
Smith for 3. Green with the rebound. Well, as Greg was just talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off. Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Here's Aldridge. They get it again. Here's Duncan. Smith with the defensive effort. Irving attacking. Out to Shumpert. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Fry.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now here's Green. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Irving with the steal. It's tipped. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage. Don't take your eyes off of him, because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on it.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
And Shumpert slams it in.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Here's Duncan. And a miss there on the triple. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Denver Nuggets.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Irving passes to Shumpert. Back to Irving. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Clock at 6. Smith for 3. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Leonard kicks to Green. Duncan dishes to Parker. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Parker's got his second basket of the night. Look at that jam! Just beautiful. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
My goodness. That was almost a circus-like dunk.
It's stolen by Duncan. A 3 from Leonard. That's good. Leonard's got 5 now.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for LeBron. Jefferson comes in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. David West is checked in for San Antonio. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Diaw. They get the rebound. Green kicks to Diaw. From beyond the arc and then some.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And he gets it to go. 7 points for Kawhi Leonard. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Spurs?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Diaw with the steal. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
It's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Time to just slow it down, make the simple play, and get a good shot.
That's a 2 from Smith. The quick look, no good that time. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shot clock at 6. Leonard, no luck. Smith, the pass to Dellavedova. Green with the block. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Spurs. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, LeBron and Thompson are up front. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Irving, and it's Shumpert in the small forward position. Irving kicks to Shumpert. No luck.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
The Spurs shooting their third free throw shot of the game. The Cavaliers trail by 6. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Green. Irving against Green. Just 5 to shoot. Irving dishes to Dellavedova. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Green inside. Covered by Irving. Green passes to Aldridge.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he can't hit the second.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Shoots. Duncan kicks to Green. Back to Duncan. The feet to Parker. Green dishes to Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. There's the triple. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. And it's 8 points for Parker.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team, and you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. The Spurs also changing it up. Bonner, he's checked in for Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Leonard. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. Second in blocks, second in free throw percentage. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks per game? Sometimes that can indicate a team's allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
They grab their own miss. Aldridge, the pass to Ginobili. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. Green dishes to Ginobili. Second chance shot. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
A second chance effort. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Jefferson.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points. Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
There's the pass to Cowan. Jefferson passing to Cowan. Here's McRae. Smith on the wing. Tries again. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Green with the ball. Here's Ginobili. It's deflected. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
LeBron James. Kyrie Irving.
We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Feeds it to Bono. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Ginobili. Green kicks to Ginobili. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 13.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a play. I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that. What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
For the Cavaliers, Shumpert comes in for Jefferson, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Diaw comes in for Matt Bonner. Anderson, he's checked in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Here's Irving. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. At the elbow, it's James. And there's the call on Ginobili. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Dellavedova. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And the dunk by LeBron.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Spurs leading by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime.